Every empire leaves a shadow. Every shadow hides a story. Welcome to Shadows of the Past.
Modern skyscrapers dominate the skyline of San Francisco today. Steel towers shine while financial markets move billions daily. Executives make decisions from glass offices high above ground. But beneath these buildings lies something almost completely forgotten. Hidden under streets rests a rusted copper nervous system. Telegraph lines buried beneath the financial district for generations. These wires once carried urgent messages across the continent, linking California to a nation divided by war. Today, we uncover the forgotten story of these lines. The first high-speed communication network in American history. Their secrets remain buried silently beneath San Francisco streets. In 1861, the United States was collapsing into conflict. The Civil War divided the nation into two sides. Communication across the continent moved painfully slow. Messages from California to Washington took more than a week. The fastest delivery system then was the Pony Express. Horse riders crossed deserts, mountains, and dangerous wilderness routes. Even at full speed, the journey lasted 10 days. Everything changed dramatically on October 24, 1861. The first transcontinental telegraph line was finally completed. California instantly connected with the eastern United States. The first message traveled directly to President Abraham Lincoln. A message that once needed days now took seconds. The Pony Express became obsolete almost immediately afterward. Within 2 days, the legendary mail service shut down. But building telegraph systems required more than copper wire. Cables needed protection from moisture corrosion and soil damage. Engineers discovered a strange natural material called gutta percha. This rubber-like substance came from Southeast Asian trees. When heated, it could wrap safely around copper cables. Once cooled, it hardened into waterproof protective insulation. This allowed telegraph wires to survive underground environments, even within the damp, salty soil near San Francisco Bay. Some of those insulated wires remain buried today. But the telegraph network served a deeper purpose. It was about war strategy and financial survival. California provided critical wealth for the Union government. Gold from the California Gold Rush funded the war. Shipments moved east supporting soldiers' weapons and supplies. Protecting this gold required constant real-time communication. Telegraph wires allowed instant updates between coasts. Banks, military leaders, and officials exchanged urgent intelligence. San Francisco became the communication hub of the West. Many cables ran beneath what is today Financial District. Finding these wires today is like solving a puzzle. Researchers overlay old maps with modern city scans. Strange underground patterns slowly begin to appear. Dead signal zones and forgotten communication corridors. Historians call these mysterious layers subterranean ghost maps. Occasionally, wires appear inside basements of historic buildings. Fragments still protrude from foundation stones underground. Tiny copper fossils from the first information age. But building infrastructure here was extremely difficult. San Francisco sits on unstable sand and reclaimed land. Earthquakes constantly threatened the fragile communication system. Engineers repeatedly repaired broken wires and damaged poles. Despite dangers, the telegraph network kept operating, linking California with the Union throughout the war. These wires carried far more than simple messages. They transmitted crucial wartime intelligence across America. Telegraph operators sent casualty reports and troop movements. They warned authorities about potential Confederate threats. Every signal traveled using the Morse code system. Dots and dashes racing across thousands of miles. But San Francisco once used an older signaling method. High above the city stands historic Telegraph Hill. Lookouts once spotted ships entering the Pacific harbor. They signaled merchants using flags and semaphore devices. The telegraph replaced this system with instant electricity. In 1864, a dramatic warning message arrived. Telegraph operators reported Confederate maritime threats nearby. Coastal defenses prepared quickly thanks to this warning. Those signals passed beneath what is modern downtown. possibly near the future site of Salesforce Tower. Today those wires seem primitive and outdated. Yet they launched the modern information revolution. Telegraphs created the first instant communication networks. Later came telephones and eventually fiber-optic cables. These technologies power modern Silicon Valley today. The financial district towers stand above this history. Monuments built on top of the first information network. Beneath the pavement lies the foundation of connectivity. A silent copper system linking a divided nation. History is not always visible above ground. Sometimes it waits quietly beneath our cities, hidden beneath streets, cables, and subway tunnels, waiting patiently to be rediscovered once again. Because beneath San Francisco, the Civil War still whispers, through silent copper veins buried deep underground.